And we're joined here today by head women's soccer coach Dan Dolan. Coach Dolan has his team back on campus practicing, getting prepared for the upcoming 2013 season. In the last 4 years since taking over, Dan, you guys have been averaging 11 wins a year. Last year had a great end to the season, winning 8 out of your last 9. Took home the USCA National Championship. But this year's going to be a little bit different. We're new members of the East Coast Conference, NCAA Division II. Can you just talk about the challenges that you expect to face as a new member of the conference?
Yeah, the biggest challenge for us is not knowing any of the teams pretty much. We've only played a couple of them, so it'll be interesting to see how we match up against them. And that's probably the toughest challenge for us. The traveling's not too bad. We were used to going to New York City and traveling 6, 8, 10 hours away, so I don't think that'll be a problem. But just going up against Division II teams on a regular basis, that's going to be huge for us.
Okay. You've lost I think 6 players off of last year's team, 5 of whom were starters. Can you talk about what the makeup of this team is like in replacing those 6 players?
Yeah, typically you lose 1 or 2 players a year on family, money, changing their major, and this year we unfortunately lost 6. So the makeup of the team is going to be relatively young again. Last year we had a young team, and I thought we'd have a real veteran team this year, but a lot of spots are open, and it's going to allow players who's mostly the freshmen to come in and try to get a spot. And same with the players that are coming back. It gives them a chance to play. So it's been real competitive in spring or in fall practice, so preseason. So I expect us to be again young and learning, but I think we'll be just as good, if not a little bit better than last year.
Now you've got Samantha Engel and Alexa Amato back. They're 2 of your top offensive players. Both seniors. What do you expect from them this year?
Well, both of them I expect to be huge, not just leadership-wise, but in the attacking third and scoring. Both of them are super dynamic for us, have a lot of pace, can finish. Lexi, obviously our MVP last year, and we're expecting her to score a lot of goals. But same with Sam. I think Sam was a little down last year, and she would say that too. And she looks like she's in mid-season form, so we expect both of them to take us pretty far this year. We're going to rely on them a lot.
Another interesting storyline for your team is the reemergence of Casey Bugard and the recovery of Rachel Banasic. Casey was the team's leading scorer a couple of years ago before deciding to focus on her studies, and now she's back. And Rachel had sat out last year on a medical red shirt. These could be major additions for your team. Can you just talk about how they've looked so far in their in preseason workouts?
Yeah, it's huge for both of them. Casey played 3 years ago and may have been one of our top 2, 3 players of the team that year. Like you said before, focusing on her PA major, but she was a little bit behind in spring. She, I think, looks a lot better. She's not at full potential where she was a few years ago, but I think within a couple of weeks she should be there, and we expect her to be a huge part of the team. Rachel is still slowly coming back. I mean, she was our MVP her rookie year, so she's still coming along, but she can still, if she can get her knee figured out, get back into fitness, and that, of course, she's another big addition to the team. So for losing who we lost last year, coming in this year, those 2 can definitely make up for a couple of players.
We've talked a lot about the offensive side of things, but defense and goalkeeping was really a strength of the team, especially late in the year when you're winning 8 out of 9 to end the season last year. Who do you expect to be the big contributors in the back for you?
Yeah, defensively we were solid. That was a strength last year, and it's going to be the same this year. The big 3, both Megs and Hannah in the back, they look even better than last year in our preseason. So, we're pretty set back there. Goalkeeping, Rachel Reichart and Catherine Hazener are really just fighting to see who's going to be the starter. Right now, we don't know, so it's pretty competitive with our starter not coming back this year. So Hopefully one of them can come out soon enough, and we'd like to go with just one starter, but if need be, we'll go with two. So, that's the big question in the back right now.
Now, you're also in a little bit of a unique situation in that, we talked about being a new member of the ECC, but we're also maintaining our relationship with the USCAA, so you guys will be attempting to defend your national title. What challenges do you foresee in accomplishing that goal?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is our schedule. So, we're playing a lot of Division II teams. Again, we're not used to it. We're not sure how that's going to shake out. So, we need to get every win that we can. I think, according to the USCA, we're a top 3 team again. I think we're, like I said, we're just as good as we were last year. The challenge is that the pollsters see us as being one of those top 10 teams again to make the tournament. I think if we're in there, we're obviously going to do really well. But it's, showing them that we deserve to be there by winning our games. And with us having, I would easily can say that we have the toughest schedule in the USCA this year. It's going to be tough trying to get those wins, but if we can, we'll be right back there in November, so we'll be ready.
Okay, I want to thank you for joining me today, Dan. Best of luck this year. And we're joined here now by Juli Prentice, junior midfielder with the Damon women's soccer team. Talking with Coach Dolan, Juli, and talking about the season upcoming, and you guys have been practicing for a couple days now. How's it been going, and what do you see as your role on this team?
Well, it's been going well so far. Still fighting injuries, obviously, because it's early on. But my role is to be a team leader and organize the field when I'm out there, communicate, and when we put our heads down after the other team scores, really pick up our team to get back in it. Just don't give up. Really, just to motivate and be a talker out there.
Now, we were talking with Coach Dolan earlier about joining the East Coast Conference. Can you give us kind of your perspective or the perspective of the players about this new conference?
Well, it's exciting but nerve-wracking when we first found out, because each game is going to be high intensity. We need to be focused. We're going to have a lot of challenges. It's not going to be just walk out there and be easy. We need to focus and really work hard. And it's going to be a challenge for sure.
What are the expectations amongst the team members for this season?
Well, coming into this new conference, we really need to build up as a team, have good team chemistry. We had young players coming in. We did lose a few, so they're going to be starting, and we just need to really work together, talk, and stay strong, and I think it'll all work out.
And lastly, Juli, you guys are the defending USCAA national champions. Can you just give us a little bit of insight on what your plan is to defend your title?
Well, a lot of the teams, especially Mayport Kent, the team we beat, are going to come down right at us. They want a win, and they really want to beat us, so they look good. And we really need to hold our own. Don't think about it. Just stay focused. Play our own game. Play the simple game. Listen to coach. We seriously mainly just stay focused.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, Juli, for joining us today, and we wish you the best of luck this year.
Thanks.